good morning. I just wanted to share this quick little experience because I thought it might be something you guys would be interested in. Every month I have to kind of like review like CPR and like redo my training to make sure that I know what I'm doing, keep it in practice basically. And I guess my coordinators and managers were afraid that I wouldn't be able to, because I had that week off in November. They were afraid that I wasn't going to be able to do it this month, and so they decided to, they asked me if I was interested in doing this, to schedule one, it's called an IST, schedule an IST in another resort location. And I was like, okay, because I'd heard of some people doing that, and although I would have been okay of them scheduling while my mom was here, it's one less thing to have to worry about when you're supposed to be on vacation. And so, because it would have been like a 7 to 8 in the morning thing if I did it at Saratoga, because ours are in the morning, whereas this one was literally just going to be an hour slapped on to my current shift. I scheduled it at Port Orleans, which is good because that's like right around the corner of Saratoga, so it's not like I was going to have to go very far anyway. So the whole situation was very perfect. The only thing is I have only been to Port Orleans once, and it was a long time ago, and I was sick during that time, and so I really don't remember much of it. So that was my only concern, was I didn't know where I was going. Luckily, my coordinator gave me very specific instructions on how to not only get to there, but like how to get to the recreation office, because we're technically recreation, and all this other stuff. So I was actually able, because I left early, I was actually able to get there seamlessly and on time. It was very easy to get there. The IST he directed me to Riverside, and I definitely had never been to Riverside, and I thought it was a really nice area. I ran into actually a children's activities cast member. She was able to walk me where I was supposed to go, and the coordinators were really chill with everything. Got my stuff all squared away, and I pretty much had about 15 minutes before the IST was supposed to start. And so I walked around, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to double check with the coordinator just to make sure my name is on the list. Not that that would be an issue, but I just wanted to, for me, be able to check in so at least they know that I'm here. You know what I mean? Because I knew where the wall clock was and everything. I hadn't clocked in yet because it wasn't time yet, but I talked to them and they're like, we're not having an IST here. We're having an IST over at French Quarter. And this is where panic set in, because my coordinator sent me to Riverside, not to French Quarter. And I didn't even know how to get to French Quarter, and I had 15 minutes to get there. So the coordinators were awesome. They took one of their maps. They basically drew directions for me exactly how to get there. Didn't even know that the two were connected. I didn't realize that French Quarter and Riverside were connected. They were sweet too, because they were like, it's okay, we're gonna radio in and let them know that you're coming and not to start without you and that you won't be late. So like everyone was really cool about it and really helpful about it, which is awesome because that doesn't always happen. That's one thing I do like about resorts, is because we are such a small community, it's a lot easier to like request things and ask things. It was a little more confusing to find the French Quarter recreation office versus Riverside, but French Quarter was freaking gorgeous. I definitely would be taking my mom there because it was so pretty, and I made it there with like 5 minutes to spare. There was also another cast member there who was from another resort as well. Oh, also fun fact, Saratoga is going to be having not a gingerbread house like the Grand and stuff, but like a gingerbread station where they'll be selling gingerbread, and it'll be in the lobby area. So I've only done ISTs here at Saratoga. I haven't done them anywhere else, and it was interesting to see because I did get there with enough time to kind of like explore a little bit, because they didn't immediately start the IST. But it's just interesting to see how different resorts do things differently, not just like theming wise, but like certain activities and such. Because I was even talking to a lifeguard yesterday who was deployed to Saratoga. She's from Pop Century, and she was talking to me about all the different things that they don't do that Saratoga does. Apparently the DVC resorts have a lot more going on for the guests than the regular resorts do. And it's just interesting coming from, you know, the DVC side, seeing what other people don't do, but seeing what they do and what they do differently. It's just really cool, and I really like it. You know, it's cool and awesome in a good way. But this whole experience because I was really anxious about going somewhere else that I'd never been before, especially when I had to go to 2 new places, and because that's one thing, is like just afraid of not being able to find it or being late. I'm always worried about being late. But I was able to find it seamlessly. Everyone was really cool and chill about it, and like this whole experience really opened up my eyes, because although I don't want to leave Saratoga Springs, you know, if I do get full-time at another resort, which I am on the wait list for full-time at other resorts for children's activities, although I don't want to leave Saratoga Springs, it made me realize that there are other places that I can make a home at. Like, it'll be sad to leave here, but I can take my experiences here and apply them to other resorts, and maybe give those resorts something special, you know, a different point of view, you know. But it was a little crazy, and of course made my shift yesterday a little longer, but yesterday was nice and peaceful and calm. There wasn't a whole lot of people coming to visit, and it ended up being a really good day and a really good experience, and I'm glad that I did it. I feel more comfortable about possibly leaving Saratoga. Again, I don't want to leave Saratoga, but if I had to get a full-time job, I would feel more comfortable about it. I honestly love resorts, guys. Like, I wish that I had came to resorts sooner. And there's so many people that I know who used to work in the parks and have come to resorts, and they're like, I wish I left sooner. So if you are a cast member and you're working in the parks, doesn't matter what frontline position you have, and maybe you've been working in several different parks or worked in different areas in the parks, and you just feel it's too crazy, try resorts. You may enjoy it. It may be a lot chill. And I'm not saying every resort is perfect, because I'm sure there are some resorts that are better than others. Just like in attractions in general, or even parks in general, every park is different, every attraction is different. But try resorts. I really like resorts. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now because I gotta go into work. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.